Heyo heata ganehiyo, heyo heata hanehiyo, heyo heata ganehiyo, heyo heata ganehiyo, heyo heata hanehiyo, heyo heata ganehiyo, heyo heata ganehiyo.
That is the primal invocation. I love that chant. It's just this ancestral, hype, motivating piece. So I don't know. I work better with music, so I'm always going to find something for you guys to listen to. Okay, so real quick, we have a last quarter moon coming up December 16th. That is tomorrow, 3:59 a.m. And so, man, I can't believe it's Friday already. But I'm noticing that this last quarter moon is coming in the shadow of a retrograde. So we have a retrograde coming December 29th, and that's going to take us all the way out to February the 6th. And this is in Capricorn. But there's a chance that we're going to have to revisit the events of the next couple of days due to this last quarter moon. Okay, so the last quarter moon, it's a more mature type of moon. So you're coming all the way from the new moon to the last angle, which is the last quarter moon. The last phase, the next phase will be a new cycle, the beginning of a new cycle with the new moon. So this is going to be the energy of the Nine of Swords. This is the Nine of Swords energy. So nines are the sage. Nines are dealing with Aquarius energy. So this is cosmic energy coming down. And we know it's dealing with wisdom. And because it's a 9 and it's dealing with endings and it's dealing with the last of a cycle, we can also attribute Neptune to the number 9. So Neptune now is higher consciousness, a raising or elevation of your vibration. And so when you're dealing with the 9 of Swords, you are obligated to raise your vibration in your line of work, in your practicality, in decisions that you make for the benefit of, let's say, the collective, because now we're dealing with a higher consciousness energy. So what happens when you are not in alignment with that energy is what the effects of the 9 of Swords are. Now let's take a look at some of the imagery for the 9 of Swords. The key word for the 9 of Swords is renunciation, so to revoke something. And we know we're dealing with an Aquarian type of energy, so this is something to do with friends, associates, your hopes, your wishes. And when you take a look at some of the imagery, you know, it's nighttime. People are having difficulty sleeping. And so they're wrestling with a decision that, you know, is troubling their soul, is troubling their sleep patterns. And again, it's speaking about an alignment of the dark with the light. There's something that's happening in the dark that is not matching with what's happening in the day-to-day, which is Virgo, and the area that it rules. There's an area of your life that you need to analyze that is no longer aligning with this higher energy that you need to activate at this time. Nines is the sage. These are the wise ones. This is the wisdom that you would use. This is you leading and setting an example for the greater collective. What are your beliefs? What are your values at this time? So there's a wrestling of the mind that's going on right now. And again, if we're in this retrograde, there's a possibility that you could be asked to revisit your beliefs, your decisions, and what you chose to renunciate at this time. Now, the constellation that rules the Nine of Swords is Corona Borealis. And the description is a crown of 12 iron spikes in front of which a serpent threatens to strike. And the spiritual text speaks about he who would live the life of the spirit here and now upon this earth, seen and known of men, must have fortitude in times of adversity. So it's about garnering the strength that you need to get through the darkness into the light. That is what the Nine of Swords is talking about. You have all your swords that you've gathered from all of the seasons. So you're capable, but at that darkest hour, you're now being asked to find that strength that you need to persevere in the last hour. I also want to discuss one more constellation, and that is Corvus. And that is a raven with wings outspread, making a noisy meal from the back of the water serpent. And the keyword speaks about ambition. So simultaneously, we live in two worlds, three actually, past, present, and future. But there's two realms that we're living in simultaneously right now. So the constellation of Virgo and the constellation of Leo is what we're watching. So dealing with Leo, we're dealing with an energy that speaks about repressed desires, even though unrecognized objectively, cannot be kept from finding some expression for their energy. And as the raven became black because he carried a black story, so that which is thought about adds its thought images to the soul. The text thus follows: man tends to become that which he most talks about and most thinks about. So during this time, be mindful of your thoughts. If you are negative, if you have no affirmation about yourself, no appreciation for yourself, no appreciation for others, the things that you speak are powerful at this moment. So just again, as I said in the beginning, be mindful about what you are thinking. Encourage yourself, encourage others. And just be hopeful, because the final hour is here. Okay, I think that's all I kind of wanted to touch on right now. I'll be back for the full moon, for the new moon on the 21st, and I believe that's 1 degree Capricorn. So we're going to get back into Capricorn. And all right, good night.